Greetings, CLIA community, and welcome to the 2021 CLIA Certifications Overview. If you're watching this video, then I know that you are primed to invest in yourself and your business and ready to enroll in CLIA certification this year. Throughout our time together, we will go over the information that you need to be successful in completing the requirements of your certification and more. Keep in mind that this is a high-level overview of 2021's certification offerings, and should you need additional information, feel free to reach out to us. I'm Stephani McDow, CLIA's Senior Director of Professional Development and Trade Programs for the North American Travel Trade Membership Community. Please feel free to connect with me on Facebook or Instagram at CLIA PB Leader. Finally, if you need to reach out to a member of our membership or professional development teams, you can do so per the email addresses and the phone number referenced here. CLIA's 2021 certification offerings are as follows: the Certified Cruise Counselor, or the CCC, the Accredited Cruise Counselor, or the ACC, the Master Cruise Counselor, or the MCC, the Master Cruise Counselor Experiential Learning Program for the MCC, the Elite Cruise Counselor, ECC, and the Travel Agency Executive Certification Program, or the TAE. You may have noticed that there are two paths to achieving the Master Cruise Counselor certification. There's the traditional path where you first must achieve the ACC, and now there is the Experiential Learning Program for more advanced agents. Experiential learning programs have been a part of adult learning and designation achievement for many years, and we are happy to provide this opportunity to some of our more advanced agents who want to pursue CLIA certification, but due to their high level of engagement within the industry, their professional development, and proof of their success in sales, they would like to achieve their MCC in a more expedited pathway. For this reason, we have developed this program. So let's start with the most obvious question first. Which CLIA certification is right for you? This infographic is a great first step to helping you make that determination. Identify your current status within the field. Are you a career explorer or brand new travel agent who either hasn't booked a stateroom yet or hasn't booked many in the past couple of years? This infographic can help you identify where you should begin. And don't worry, you can find this infographic at cruising.org. Your next step: book a career counseling appointment with a member of our team. As a CLIA individual agent member, you are allowed as many one-on-one career counseling sessions as you need to help you in your professional development strides. Once you've booked an appointment, a member of the team will call you for a 15-minute session and answer your questions on certification, CLIA courses and seminars, or any other professional development questions that you may have. Now let's address the elephant in the room. We are all very familiar with how COVID has impacted our industry and your business. This has led many to ask, well, how can I complete my CLIA certification if I'm not selling like I was before COVID? In light of COVID's effect on the industry, we have not changed the requirements for certification achievement since 2020. Many of you know that we update the requirements every year to stay on point with industry trends to ensure that agents who complete the certification receive the rigor necessary to be successful selling cruises within the industry. COVID made that difficult for us. During Q3 of 2020, we went out to the North American Travel Trade Membership Community with a communication citing that we will work with each individual enrolled in CLIA certification on completing their certification if each of them reach out to us directly. We also extended out the time frames of which we would accept the personal cruise experiences and stateroom sales to give enrollees a greater opportunity to complete their certification. We worked with each individual who reached out to us to extend their certification expiration date based on how much they were able to complete of their certification. Now, this consideration and service is being extended into 2021. We are grandfathering in personal cruise experiences from 2 years prior to the time of enrollment where it's normally just 1 year, and stateroom sales booked 1 year back from the date of enrollment, where this requirement is normally 3 months. Recognizing that some of our certification enrollees have met their requirements by the expiration date, this change was not a blanket update to all enrolled or enrolling in CLIA certification. If you need assistance, please reach out and schedule a CLIA career counseling appointment for a one-on-one 15-minute appointment with a member of our team to work through your situation. That said, as a new certification enrollee and on the cusp of the return of cruise, we really don't expect that you will have to request consideration for an extension given the time frames allowed for completing the certification. However, if you are nearing your expiration date and you have been impacted by the pandemic, please schedule a career counseling appointment. Now let's get into the certification overview. First, for all CLIA certifications, the pre- and post-requisites are as follows. The enrollee must be an active CLIA individual agent member, or IAM, and maintain active membership during the certification completion period. Once a CLIA IAM graduates with the certification, the graduate must maintain active CLIA IAM status to maintain that certification. If there is any membership lapse, the IAM may have to pay a reinstatement fee after regaining active CLIA membership. First, let's start with the Certified Cruise Counselor, or the CCC. Candidates have 18 months from the date of CCC enrollment to complete the CCC requirements and submit the logbook. Within this 18-month period, you may fulfill the requirements in any order. Logbooks must be submitted to CLIA for grading on or before your certification expiration date. Logbooks received after the expiration date will be declined. So let's go through the requirements for the CCC. First, you need a signed letter of verification from your agency citing that you're an agent in good standing. Next, you have to complete the mandatory training, which includes taking and passing the exam for the following courses: Cruising 101, Cruising 201, Successful Qualifying, Power Selling 101 Skills, World Geography, Eastern Hemisphere, World Geography, Western Hemisphere, Delivering Great Customer Service, and The Wonderful World of Ship Inspections. Next, you have to complete the elective training, which is equal to 30 credits, and this is fulfilled by attending one CLIA live or virtual training event. Not a virtual course, but an entire live or virtual training event. Next, you have to sell 5 staterooms. They must be on CLIA Global Cruise Lines, and they may include bookings from 1 year prior to enrollment. Normally, this is only 3 months, but again, we are making changes to be able to accommodate during this particular time. Finally, you have to have completed one live or virtual ship inspection. Again, this must be on a CLIA Global Cruise Line, and you may include ship inspections from up to 3 years prior to enrollment. And you must have had one personal cruise experience of 2+ nights. Again, must be on a CLIA Global Cruise Line and may include cruises from 2 years prior to the enrollment date. Normally this is 1 year, but for 2021, we're allowing 2 years back. Now we're on to the Accredited Cruise Counselor, or the ACC. Candidates have 2 years from the date of ACC enrollment to complete ACC requirements and submit their logbook. Within this 2-year period, you may fulfill the requirements in any order. Logbooks must be submitted to CLIA for grading on or before your certification expiration date, and logbooks received after the expiration date will be denied. Now let's go through the ACC requirements. First up, as with the CCC, you need a signed letter of verification from your agency citing that you're an agent in good standing. Next, you must complete 40 credits of mandatory training, and this can be done by successfully taking and passing the course quiz for any of CLIA's live or online courses. Next, you must complete 80 credits of elective training. This can be achieved by completing and passing the quizzes for any CLIA courses, completing certificate programs, attendance at Cruise 360 or CLIA live or virtual training events, and through approved industry partner training and/or certification. ACC candidates must have booked 20 staterooms. They must be on CLIA Global Cruise Lines and may include bookings from 1 year prior to enrollment. Candidates must have also completed 5 live or virtual ship inspections. Again, must be on CLIA Global Cruise Lines, and you may include ship inspections from up to 3 years prior to the enrollment date. And the final requirement for the ACC is the candidate must have completed 2 personal cruise experiences of 2+ nights that must be on CLIA Global Cruise Lines and may include cruises 2 years prior to the enrollment date. You must choose 2 different cruise lines with separate products and itineraries. Next, on to the Master Cruise Counselor, or the MCC. Candidates have 2 years from the date of MCC enrollment to complete MCC requirements and submit the logbook. Within this 2-year period, you may fulfill the requirements in any order. Logbooks must be submitted to CLIA for grading on or before your certification expiration date. Logbooks received after the expiration date will be denied. Now here are the MCC requirements. First, you must have attained this ACC certification. Then you need a signed letter of verification from your agency citing that you're an agent in good standing. Next, you must complete 90 credits of mandatory training, and this can be fulfilled by CLIA case studies, completing certificate programs, or attendance at Cruise 360 or a CLIA live or virtual training event. MCC candidates must complete 40 credits of elective training. This can be done by passing CLIA courses, completing CLIA certificate programs, attendance at Cruise 360 or CLIA live or virtual training events, as well as approved industry partner training and/or certification. Also, a candidate must have booked 32 staterooms. These must be on CLIA Global Cruise Lines, and they may include bookings from 1 year prior to the enrollment date. MCC candidates must have completed 3 live or virtual ship inspections. Again, must be on a CLIA Global Cruise Line, and you may include ship inspections from up to 3 years prior to the enrollment date. The ship inspection cannot have been used to attain a previous CLIA certification. MCC candidates must have completed 2 personal cruise experiences of 7+ nights. Again, must be on a CLIA Global Cruise Line, may include cruises 2 years prior to the enrollment date. They must be on 2 different cruise lines with separate products and itineraries, and cannot have been utilized to attain a previous CLIA certification. Now we have the Experiential Learning Program for the attainment of the Master Cruise Counselor Certification, or the MCC. This program was developed based on the request of some of our more experienced individual agent members who have completed CLIA training over the years and have been selling cruise very well. It is this audience for whom this expedited certification was developed, as it's based on greater experience in the industry and with CLIA. Candidates who enroll in this program do not have to achieve the ACC prior to enrollment. Candidates have 1 year, I repeat, 1 year, from the date of the Experiential Learning Program MCC enrollment to complete the requirements and submit the logbook. Within this 1-year period, you may fulfill the requirements in any order. Logbooks must be submitted to CLIA for grading on or before your certification expiration date, and logbooks received after the expiration date will be denied. You can turn in requirements completed up to 3 years prior to your enrollment in this program. That's for every area within the requirement. Now, here are the requirements. First, we need a signed letter of verification from your agency citing that you're an agent in good standing. Next, there's the mandatory training, which includes 100 credits of CLIA live or online courses or seminars, evident by successfully passing the exam or quizzes, completion of at least 1 CLIA certificate program, attendance of 1 Cruise 360, Continuing on with the mandatory training, the candidate must have completed 3 CLIA Global Cruise Line training programs. In addition to that, there is the elective training, which is a 1-page comprehensive paper of 3 to 5 pages. For more information on this, it is available in the logbook and at cruising.org, or if you'd like more information, please reach out to a member of the team. Candidates must have completed 10 live or virtual ship inspections on a CLIA Global Cruise Line and may use the same CLIA Global Cruise Line, but it must be for different ships. Candidates must have completed 4 personal cruise experiences of 7+ nights, must be on at least 2 different CLIA Global Cruise Lines, evident by providing an itinerary for each, and must be on separate product and destination itineraries, for example, Alaska versus the Caribbean. Finally, candidates must have booked 100 staterooms, and they must be on CLIA Global Cruise Lines. As a reminder, you have 3 years from the date of enrollment back for those stateroom sales. So if you booked a stateroom within 3 years prior to your enrollment date, those count, as well as bookings within the enrollment period of 1 year. So that gives you, in essence, 4 years of stateroom bookings. And remember, it's the booking date, not the sale date, that matters. Next, we have the Elite Cruise Counselor Certification, or the ECC. Candidates have 2 years from the date of ECC enrollment to complete ECC requirements and submit the logbook. Within this 2-year period, you may fulfill the requirements in any order, and logbooks must be submitted to CLIA for grading on or before your certification expiration date. Logbooks received after the expiration date will be denied. Now here are the ECC requirements. You first must have attained the MCC certification. We need a signed letter of verification from your agency citing that you're an agent in good standing. And then you must complete 3 of the following online courses or live seminars and pass the quizzes. Groups 201, Developing Group Business. Groups 301, Successful Group Management. Converting Prospects to Customers. Marketing 101, Developing Your Marketing Strategy. Customer Relationship Management. ECC candidates must also have completed a CLIA certificate program and must complete 50 credits of elective training by taking and passing the quizzes for CLIA courses, completing other CLIA certificate programs, attendance at Cruise 360 or a CLIA live or virtual training event, or approved partner training and/or certifications. ECC candidates must provide proof of an industry impact activity. This is involved engagement in an industry impact activity that supports positive cruise industry awareness and reputation management. It also supports CLIA's policy priorities, environmental advocacy, and/or natural disaster relief. To learn more about this, you can visit cruising.org or reach out to a member of the team. ECC candidates must book 60 staterooms. They must be on CLIA Global Cruise Lines, and you may include bookings up to 1 year prior to the enrollment date. ECC candidates must have completed 2 live or virtual ship inspections on a CLIA Global Cruise Line and may include ship inspections up to 3 years prior to the enrollment date. Ship inspections used to attain the ECC cannot have been used to attain any CLIA certification previously. Finally, ECC candidates must have completed 1 personal cruise experience of 10+ nights or a 10+ night pre-packaged land and cruise itinerary. This must be on a CLIA Global Cruise Line and may include cruises up to 2 years prior to the enrollment date. Now, regarding the 10+ night pre-packaged land and cruise itinerary, that has to be pre-packaged through the cruise line, not an add-on that you built yourself, but it has to be pre-packaged directly through the cruise line. And you cannot have used cruises to attain previous CLIA certifications for the ECC. Last, but certainly not least, is the Travel Agency Executive Certification, or the TAE. Candidates have 2 years from the date of enrollment in the TAE to complete the requirements and submit the logbook. Within this 2-year period, you may fulfill the requirements in any order, and logbooks must be submitted to CLIA for grading on or before the certification expiration date. Logbooks received after the expiration date will be denied. Now, let's go through the TAE requirements. Again, we need a signed letter of verification from your agency citing that you are a staff member in good standing. Then, you need to complete these 6 CLIA courses, evident by passing the quiz. Marketing 101, Developing Your Marketing Strategy. Public Relations 101, which was formerly What Have You Done for PR Lately? Customer Relationship Management, Effective Cruise Presentations 101 Skills, Better Listening Skills for Better Business, and Building Client Loyalty. TAE candidates must meet the requirement of elective training by completing and passing the quizzes of 3 additional CLIA courses or seminars, or the achievement of the Travel Institute CTA, CTIE, or the Association of Canadian Travel Agencies ACTA or CTC designation. This elective requirement can be waived with any business-related degree. TAE candidates must have completed 2 personal cruise experiences. They must have been on CLIA Global Cruise Lines and may include cruises up to 2 years prior to the enrollment date. They must have taken place on 2 different cruise lines with separate product and itineraries, and they cannot have been utilized for the attainment of a prior CLIA certification. Finally, what steps do you need to take to enroll? First, visit cruising.org/certifications to choose the certification that's right for you. Now I want to encourage you to read the requirements for each level of certification and compare it to how your business is going. Now, if you have any additional questions before you actually enroll, book that career counseling appointment and have a member of the staff walk with you through the requirements of the certification that you think is right for you, or have them help you choose the one that's right for you. After you've had that career counseling appointment, or you've gone to the webpage and you know which certification you'd like to enroll in, click Enroll Now, submit your enrollment fee, and follow the steps through completion. After you've enrolled, visit My CLIA and click on My Certifications. There you will see the link to your logbook PDF. Now that logbook PDF has all of your requirements down to the detail of what's needed to complete your certification. So you want to make sure that you download and print that so that you have that to guide you through completion of your certification. It is our hope that you found this video very helpful in your pursuit of CLIA certification. If you need any more information, always visit us at cruising.org or email us at training@cruising.org. You can call us at 202-759-9370, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, I want to encourage every one of you to book that career counseling appointment. It will help you tremendously to work with a member of the staff to achieve your goals. With that, I'd like to thank you for your time in reviewing this whole video. I know that it was long, but hopefully you had some gems there that will help you to pursue and complete your goals for CLIA professional development. And as always, thank you for being a part of CLIA's global community.